Let's see. Hello, everybody. Today, I did say I was going to go on today, so I am in great need of getting this out in the atmosphere. This is Price bringing another discussion to you all. Let's see if we can get this right. About this book here, discussion in regards to the kids. This is part 3. I have previous videos on YouTube at Divine Care. That is DIVINECARE, Divine Care on YouTube. Go subscribe. We're going to get right into the discussion. I am actually getting to work pretty late. I have kids and they are in. Family is really resting now. And I am able to focus on some things. What I realized is what I put out, it will come back. So I realized that I started something and I continuously am reminded daily that I have to finish. And so here I am with part 3 because talking about the kids. Let me get right into it. Okay, I am somebody's child. Okay, and I just want to get into focusing on who we are. I just want to get into talking about these lives are not about pointing the finger at nobody else. This is not about realizing how this person is or anyone that may know me personally feel that they need to be putting or, having any type of feelings about what is said. This is for self-healing, mental illness, um, misunderstanding, things that we need to realize as human beings that we need to continuously need to grow. So now we on the part of about the kids, and this is part 3, and I'm all over with it because we was going about the infants and just the pureness and beautifulness and the innocent being born and just that natural ability of knowing the needs that children need, a baby needs. You pay attention to that time, that schedule, that routine, and it takes time for things. All right. Then I got into, just the maturity of things, and then just creating programs and understanding how we need to protect them, our children, the kids, and all those different things. What I previously talked about, but this here now, I want to just go into me realizing that I am a kid. Now I view things in the world and see things differently because I have children. But before I had children, I pretty much viewed viewed the world like a kid. I looked at things and I said in the eyes of a kid, I try to be presentable to children and respectful. I have that love and respect and nurturing being and so much more. Okay, so what I realized when I had children is that you understand things in a more godly sense, understanding what you need to do, what position you need to be in, and start fulfilling some needs, right? How we pray. I know I'm well, most and first, I'm God's child, but I know I'm my mother and father's child, okay? And I am wearing actually this beautiful thing that was made for my mother and she wore before she transitioned. And I am realizing some real things in my life. And I had these notes already done. So let me get them out here, okay? So, and it is so many things that we find um that's good and bad, okay? What is good and bad? Well, what is acceptable and what is appropriate and what is not appropriate, not being in judgment of things. It's just really trying to be in action and producing from within you, putting out, okay? Realizing children, realizing things that you may have been through, realizing if you're a hurt person, you may hurt others, okay? All these different emotions and boundaries and things that children go through in our mind have to realize that we still are developing like a child to different levels. I told a good friend that, I really like to get to know a person for a lot of seasons. It ain't always sweet when you just get to know someone, right? But when you spend time and you realize you see the different emotion and changes that a person will go through different times, you tend to develop an understanding and you knowing them better. All right, so just so much stuff that we're able to dish out to a person, and then in a short amount of time, and then we can still feel like we know them. And see, we have to realize the real beautiful and innocent and delicate way in development and proper development, sowing the right seeds, nurturing when you're missing a block or a marble. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is time. Time is so valuable. When you think development and healing, and you're thinking about a child's growth and you growing and you being of great nature. And I think about that child, like, because I want to go back into the innocent ways, the things that's like and acceptable, okay? And even forming things that's acceptable and putting in an atmosphere that we need to produce more acceptable things for the innocent mind. How can we um, get back to a ground building place? Realizing the innocent mind, because so much is broken. So much is broken. The homes, just understand the perception. Even though a child speak of so much great things, the knowledge is not all the way there. You understand? So what we have to understand, it still has to be a very great nurturing development in so many different areas, health, environment, so much I can just shoot out, but I want to continue going on. The mind of a child, how a child view things, okay? As adults, we view things after more of grounds being built and broke, or grounds being built and not broken and built. We come on a greater mindset of experiences that we come from. Okay. But with a child, they are developing and experiencing. Okay. It is making and it is maneuvering. Okay. Now, when we get to a certain age, it's of habit. All right. Wow. I am actually creating a course, so much that need to be said and then written down and then produced with actions and change. But yet I wanted to shoot out in the atmosphere of realizing this change that we're approaching in all of our lives. We're not in a big unity, but change within ourselves, our surroundings, our home, our community, our neighbors, our family. Be in a great set of mind and have a positive. We need to keep it positive. We need to understand the excitement of love, the excitement of gentleness, the excitement of unity and understanding, and knowing that in that it is great. So much is torn down that our children do not understand the need of forgiving, need of love, and the need of knowing the respect that's needed, even though it is not given. You go in areas where you can produce and continue to produce positivity, okay? When you can. My baby said, Mama, I cry in the inside. I don't even know how to take that. Get it to me, you know. And when I talk about that, I'm thinking of, oh, how you want to do something to help and guide and maneuver and change and take a child how you feel you need to understand to do things, right? And some things just don't come out way that we all plan to do it. So then, okay, I was talking about protection, loves who we come from, the innocent of children. Just come to a point we gotta just be positive. We have to create a God-like mind. You hear me? Of love and unity, all of the great kindness. It kills all. Um, it separates. It questions. Love and kindness and everything separate and questions darkness. Okay, I need to stay focused because I'm more going into of wanting to just talk, a certain type of way, and really is it's not about those slick words and all those good things. It's what we really need to recognize, before we get to distributing multiplication, geometry, and trigonometry, and all that different stuff, to a person that don't understand, or even to our children. First, let them acknowledge numbers. Okay, realizing that the numbers need to be acknowledged, then they can be added, then they can be subtracted, and in that it can be right because then there's timetable. All of that is just in that right there is the part of what we just showing them all this geometry and trigonometry and all the different stuff, and they don't get the, the foundational tools. Yet they see the results of things, right? Let's learn to separate things. Even if you have to separate yourself from the things that's just not developing, like a child. Our life is a development also. And in that, we want to renew things. In that, we refresh ourselves. We need to renew our mind. Sow great things so that you can produce great things. Learn to sow into areas that will grow no matter what. And that's our kids. Our kids are going to grow no matter what. I mentioned, well, I didn't mention it yet, but this is my baby's first book. She is working on her second one, which is already done. She's just preparing it. And she have, and she's at CRG for Kids at YouTube. But she actually did a video for doing a live about how to be an author. Okay. But when she looked at her subscribers, she's like, Mama, I need some more subscribers. I need to teach them how to go and subscribe at CRG for Kids. So that's what she's going to be showing for the moment. But she already got the video, but she's working on another book. And she's motivated in this pandemic time, not being around everybody. She's actually doing virtual learning on school at school. So she's seeing people on a computer learning different things. She really missed that action. So now she's just in all other areas of things, and now she has really started her other book she's finishing up her other book, and she wants motivation, right? So she see what her mom do, so that's what she's planning to do. She already recorded that video, and she's going to be dropping the video later. She just wants some more subscribers. You know how to get it. All right. And all that is in great nature and realizing that that don't cost you nothing to go to CRG for Kids and subscribe. All right. God bless you. Now we're going to go on, but I want to just say, learn to sow into areas that will grow in that matters. Okay. No matter what, it's going to be our children. I don't care if it's a child you feel it's going to go another way. This is on a level that's in development. Remember the numbers, realizing the numbers, still in that area, acknowledging the numbers, knowing how to add the numbers and subtract, and being okay. All right, not all of taking this one and making this a box. Okay. They are in development. And sometimes we as adults and young adults are still in development too. But not to glorify any negative disposition. We all are in development. Relationships are in development. Friendships are in development. Our children, again, are in development. So what? My baby mission statement is keep learning, be responsible, respectful. Wait, keep learning, be respectful and responsible and safe. And I'm gonna tell you, she'll say it faster and better than me. I just, say it well. She also have a video saying that too. But to say that, when they're in a certain place and they understand the things, they weren't holy when they would build. They build it. They build it. It is, I'm talking about the foundation of what they're going to be producing off of. Okay. So realizing our actions and things that we would do that will cause things upon ourselves like human nature, it is so much going on within ourselves that we will cause harm to ourselves and know it will stagnate our growth and understand this, right? Okay, now that we're at a place of that, we have to realize we have to think to be able to produce the right way, right? And I want to just talk a little bit about thinking. We have a resource center out locally. Um I'll do more of that, but that is really a motivational environment that'll allow you to take action, that would allow you to think, and it produces more than that. Actually, this week, we have been in there and actually meeting deadlines and things, last minute handling things. Yes, because of life and what goes on, but it's some things you still have to do, and it it causes you to think. And sometimes I'm not in a position to do just that. So now how we realize that our kids need to come out of the environment, come together on one accord and think and learn, right? Think, learn, be safe, responsible, and respectful, right? At some point, with unity and everybody coming together, that is a routine, that is a development state. That's what we need to realize that we need to produce out here. Routine development, and reason to come together, okay? So that we can think on levels that we know that we are like. It doesn't matter. When I say it doesn't matter, the levels really don't matter. You can be trying to excel to help so many. You don't need to think. Okay, you're gonna be in a position that you don't do anything. Get up and think and plan, right? Okay, that is what we teach our kids, right? And should we be modeling this? Yes, and with others. Whew, Lord, I can't really get personal about things because this is gonna be going on, and I'm not gonna always be in this position. I'm in development. I know this, and that is a great tool when your skin. It don't stay the same. Your teeth, it don't stay the same. I just went to the dentist today. You are how old are you? Got these kind of, I'm like, listen, they in development. You have to, your health, same, nature, living. Now, enough with the modeling and all of that different stuff. I am on the kids, and I know I'm God's child, right? So much I can be on, you know, of course, on here on live. Is certain ways and certain things I want to express and say and do as an individual. But I just realized as a person, um, I got kids. I'm big on legacy. My grandmother and my mother, they didn't already put their bread and all that stuff down. I mean, it wasn't hard for me to realize which way to go and be blessed and be in good nature and relationship with others. It is an honor and a blessing to be raised in ways of even knowing how to love, forgive, be amongst each other, and be family, right? So in that, we have to realize our position and our rights, right? That's what kids are. Our kids realize, hey, I'm the oldest, I'm the second, or I'm over here. I can stay here. I have boundaries. You have to understand everything, right? Before you can even try to produce anything. Let's talk about that. What matters to you? Are you in need of a mature wake up call? Okay. So now you want something, right? You want something. And kids want something too. But you see how motivated they are to go get it. Even a child that's not even walking, but they know how to climb, they will climb up on something to get something before they know how to clearly walk across the floor. Determined. Now, as adults, we have full understanding. We evaluate, we calculate, we doing all the trigonometry and all type of things before we produce the things that we need to do for ourselves, the children, and everything, right? The resource center that I was speaking of is an environment of individuals coming together and producing things out of themselves. We want so much in life, but then we want help when doing it, right? But what is help? Some help is not of help if it's not producing growth within your thinking and in your understanding and in your. Okay, so, and some things that we have to do for ourselves, and now in these days for ourselves, because we have to apply for a lot of things with the pandemic, we have to know and demonstrate who we are for yourself. So everybody got to think if you can, or you have someone assigned to think for you. All right. When we are kids, there are positions and everything's lined up to make sure the children get the needs and the things they're supposed to have because the kids are supposed to have. Well, when you become an adult, some things are just going to be totally obvious, and it's going to be in an area of a childish matter. And you're producing childish ways or childish things if you're of an age. Now, adults, young adults, teens, um, and if you are not an adult, but due to legally, some people are younger than the legal age of 21. Some are younger than that, and they're needing to take care of themselves. Okay? So let's discuss actions we need to take for our future and know the kids follow. Even when you put in a position to be a young adult at a young age, it is not acceptable. That is a real struggle. That is a real struggle within ourselves. When we just feel that we can just be any kind of way and then understand that we are who we are and who we're supposed to operate in. Okay, think now. Think. I want to say think because think is also a program in divine care. It has 10 keys also in this book that you can apply. And it really focuses on producing action in a proper way so we can be solid foundation. That's our children too. We want to be in position to provide that opportunity. Children experience things, they go through things, they are going to, they just like life. All right. Courage is actually a program in divine care, also an area in the book too. Five keys in there, which is the resource center. Okay, we come together to think, right? But the resources and the knowledge is not going to be within the building, right? It's going to be out in the community, and you produce what you have to do and do what you have to do, right? That's courage. That's courage. We have to teach our children also these things naturally, you know, naturally. Naturally, people are to be sharing natures of great courage, encouraging our kids to do good and do right, not letting them just do everything in unity, in performance, keeping things good, collaborating, knowing that the routine of it is building courage. Although you thinking as you operate, right? Them kids is doing it. Them kids got energy. Them kids got the right kind of energy. That's why I say so into our kids. All right? So into our kids. That's where the a lot of money gets saved. That's where the money can be. You can restructure, write it down, make it plain, be in performance and position. It is needed. You see, it starts with our children, the environment, and it also starts with helping, you know, the ill. And this is where I'm trying and putting the atmosphere and collaborating to your mind and knowing that this is for you as an individual. Okay. This is conversation for you to check you to realize where you need to be a better you. Okay. Now, Nabob, I'm just touching to Nabob. Nabob is the program. Okay. Also, three keys in the book. Okay. Nabob is actually full-grown people and program operating. Yet we all in collaboration under one umbrella. Hey, so we can stick together, right? So that we can collaborate, right? This pool of COVID funding, we can help people on our level and in the communities and flourish and bring the funding down on the levels and the areas that we needed. We needed to stick together. I'm just gonna say this. I volunteer my time. You know, I volunteer my time. I employ myself being a founder of a nonprofit organization, thinking of the kids and even the drive that I have as a child and knowing the children I have and how I gotta keep that engine going because they have to come right behind this legacy, right? All right, I volunteered and went out and helped people for free. A lot of people. And I'm gonna tell you, I got a lot of slack and all kind of beautiful lack and all that, but in that it was great thinking. So great seeds. When it was a misunderstanding, we got to understand it. Tell you people heart. You gotta realize your heart. Break the grounds. I'm talking about you got a quality and money come to me in the name of you know what I'm saying, Jesus. You know, come to me. You say it, you call it what it is, you tell it to come to you. Hey, I'm not gonna tell you, I'm talking to me, and I'm gonna tell you if you know me, all right, let me stay focused. What matters to you? What are you in need of? Okay? We were kids. We were kids. If you operate in a childish way, you know you're going to have to nurture so you can develop. Okay? Now, parties for a purpose. Actions to cause our youth to wrap it up and put it away. Now, I like this. I got so much in me. I mean, every time I just try to do something, I'm such a big kid. I just still draw and I write sloppy. I write things down. I take notes. I take tips. Now I don't ball my papers up no more. I put it all in the notebook now. I do. I really do. This is just me. I just do. I just want to just tell you, COVID coming in is 2020. I dream so big of great unity and all those different things, but we are so prepared to touch people beyond the people we are around and the people that know us. And in this opportunity of us being in this position, it gave me the strength to come out into my purpose. And my party start with the kids, y'all. Start with the kids. Anything I do, I'm gonna address foundational up, okay? I'm going to let you know what it is, okay? So I'm gonna let you know in 2001 when they open these up and all those different things. I want you to understand the great need in wrapping it up and putting it away. And actually, these great words, oh my God, I don't have this book, but next to me. But these great words came from a great man. And these great words were shared with me. And when something is shared with you so great, right? You don't let it just go. You just don't let it go. So I'm just asking individuals to understand, take it upon yourself to wrap it up and put it away. One, for yourself. Two, the kids. You know, we want authors and we want to, grow and feeling the beauty and gifts and the artists and the young youth. We want to see all kind of beautiful things come out. And so much is hidden because of the oppression. So much going on. We have to realize this. This is a dead end. And when we are acting, things just nasty, y'all. It's just everything is just too nasty. It's too sexual. It's just too much. We are all in a place where it is at its end. And now end just getting flipped around like pancakes. Like, how can we get uglier? Right? And your mind is getting you view what you see and everything. I'm a victim of things scrolling on Facebook and seeing stuff. My eyes get exposed to things that I wouldn't even try to even look at. You know what I mean? And then I have to watch. It's like I need filters because it's no filters. Produce more of great things. Let's produce more of great things. Now is the time to bring life, light, God, forgiveness for your soul, spirit, mind, blessings, your money. Oh, the proof is in the pudding. Hey, people living that life, talking about nobody else. Is if you want to know before you go, I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding. And people is living that life. Work on you. Um, some sugar. Okay. We are now to prepare a schedule, you know, to just get yourself on a better routine. We've been a little locked up. Some of us are working, still on the line, essential workers. Some are looking for new employment. Some are looking to transition into new work because of the work that they were doing is no longer there. We are in need to get in the schedule meeting and being motivated. The church homes are not open like usual to be overflowed or anything. A lot of stuff is distant. look at the positive and everything. We have to produce more things for our children because they are also affected by this. I have had a very challenging week. My baby got parents, and children look at this. And on this week, um, our parenting has been graded. It has been exposed and it has been talked about. And in that, neither one of us as parents, I thank God, pointed the finger with all the stuff that a child is exposed to and how they take things in. And when they take it out and when they produce and expose and lash out and do different things. And let me just let you know, all things is well. I'm just talking about a child's mind and their view of things. Also, how we need to bring ourselves back when we're viewing things and even getting ourselves into things, even in thinking. Before you get yourself into something, check yourself, admit, go down those 10 keys. You want to be whole before you get encouraged to go. You know, think that is what the resource give you the opportunity to do, to think and produce. But you have to think. You can't come in thinking somebody gonna think for you. All right? If you are not ready to think and do what you have to do for you, you're not ready. You have to pray. You have to get motivated. You got to get into you. You got to know. You have to admit. You got to see what is stopping you. Okay? So much stuff is stopping us. So it's no secret to the needs of things. Okay? It's no secret into that. I was talking to a man and he said, every time I go clean, it only lasts for a little while. You know, when we look to things and people for the light and the purpose of who we are, um, it's going to be a routine of things. Our children come from an innocent place. You see that. You see that. That short attention span, that forgiveness, that pureness, the development, all of that. Right? All that is God. All right? You don't have no understanding of getting up and doing. You're going to have to get you some God. Right. Now, you have to be in a proper thing. That's it. I'm sorry. You have to be in a proper thinking mode, okay? You have to be in a proper thinking mode to even get to doing what you got to do, to even enter any place or even try to adopt any actions. Because if you don't adopt it, you copy it. And copying is just, it's not, let me just make this for an example. There was a beautiful, what you call it? Let me just, it was a beautiful manual that worked so good for so many companies. It went over all the beautiful general rules of things and how it needs to be done. And let's just say you take that and you take your name and you put your name where this company's name was and change that whole document with your name saying it. Don't review it. Don't acknowledge what it's. Don't even know what it is. It's just what you need and want, right? You just put your name everywhere where that name was, right? Now, I mean that's not good. I'm not going to stay in that area. What I want to just say is we want to adopt, to retain, we want to take in, then produce. maybe common ground, okay? And that is the need of unity. Share. But you got to file your information. Think. Kids got to do that. They got to. They got more courage than any of us. They got more courage than any of us. Courage has no house. Yet it is of actions. Writing things down, making it plain. Taking action. Cross, getting it done. Fall down, get back up again. Kids, us, we have to do that. Okay? We will take action. We will take action. We got to take the right action and think, you know, recognize your childish way, develop. Recognize the unity that you may need, where you need to meet. Keep it real. Get up and keep it moving. Keep it real. Say you're not moving. Say there's no development here. Say it need more assessment. Say we need to reevaluate what it needs for it to develop. Know that it is the way and you got to do something because it's still going to grow. Now, I'm all over the place with this because I really can go into how, soon as a child get a certain age, they jumping right into all the grown stuff, right? They develop the grown thing. All right. Nabob. Nabob is a relationship. You are a wealthy man indeed. And the reason why I'm saying these things, because I'm saying and put it out in the atmosphere. It seems like when I say things and put it out in the atmosphere, there is certain things that go on in my life. Okay, so I'm speaking right now. Nabob is the relationship, and it is a house. Okay, it is a body. It is an operation. Okay, yet we are under one roof, an umbrella. That's what I was talking about before. Okay, and then they ain't no copying. It's all in unity, and you being a 10 at who you are, right? So there is a great system to be in unity. And in unity is great giving. In a great body, it can be great work. What? Be whole and know that it is what you offer and you are needed. You are needed. You are needed. If you say you got a great need, you are needed. But just realize what you got to do for yourself. Like when you go prepare yourself to be in position, you got to wash up, freshen up, brush your teeth, all that good stuff. Okay? And you have to think before you even do that. All this different stuff is just a, and then as an adult, we in produce, we in production to produce things that's better for our children. That's where we need to be at. That's where we need to sow in. That's more of a great nature and a great need. And a great way to alter our future on how things are changing. Be whole, your family. Be in great position in your family. What are the things, we are to do for each other, for ourselves, for our responsibilities, for our foundation, for our legacy. I just want to address the kids and the kid in us, y'all. In our fight, in our fight. within ourselves, and even when we step out, acknowledge the children. So many actions are going on while our children are getting hurt. People are not understanding the pureness and the need of acknowledging our children. Um, when I say this, don't take me. I'm just talking. Sorry. Okay, we on us on the decisions we make. You know, as adults, the things we put our kids through, and things that we take our kids. You know, wow. And bring the most valuable, tangible things, especially when you want to build upfront. Okay, realize what is good. That mindset. Keep learning. Okay, keep learning. I'm not going to keep going on any further, right? I really have so much more I want to do, but I'm feeling the need to transition this whole thing into real life. We need to separate. We really need to separate things. Um, I'm talking about, I don't even know how to say it. Call out to the government. Hey, did you take certain stuff off of TV? You know, could you just kind of put blockers on certain stuff? Hey, you know, I don't know. So much stuff is for free now. It is. And it's depreciating the value of such beautiful things that need to be valued. The most precious things are under attack. Our beauty, our nature, all of the great things. You all stay encouraged. God bless you. I'm going to get more of these, but I'm actually active, working coming in the resource center, and we motivating each other to get things done. First, we sharpening one another, pretty much addressing who we are, writing it down, making it plain. You know, it's just a book, but it's true actions. It's true actions. It's, and when it's easy, you don't stress yourself out to take the next step. You know, when I say next step, I took care of some things that was due on today, an hour before it was done. Hey, it got done. But when I talk about thinking and I talk about the things that I'm talking about on here, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking to be an example because we all can be an example when you're looking out, when you use these eyes and coming on the outside, but I'm talking about comfort within yourself. I don't feel bad about what I'm sharing because there's a true development in everything that we do. That's what this is all about. Realize the seed you sow, they gonna grow. All of this will be of great help to someone, just as well as it's been a great help for me. It has been a great help for me. And in this great journey, I will be offering a great course. And this course actually wouldn't even been developed if I didn't go through this. I'm loving this um, way and how I am being forced to go through this. And it was more of a birthing process, and I am still an infant in it. But I just want to tell you, when you are doing things, keep your mind in the thoughts of when you're doing things, realize, your childish ways, you know, think about your legacy, think about the foundation, lest you for separate proliferation of all this negativity and this perversion, all this nastiness. When I say that, it's so much I could talk about. But wrap it up and put them guns away. Okay? God bless everybody. Stay encouraged. Until next time.